What's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and in this video, I'll be talking about a fight that I think is kind of being slept on. Like, I get that this card is very, very stacked, but this fight is not being hyped as much and promoted, maybe because it's like a flyweight fight, and like maybe these guys aren't like as outspoken as some of the other fighters on the card. But regardless, I think this fight could very well be the best fight on the card. I mean, both of these guys are pretty well rounded. Like Pantoja, he's got crazy power. He's got cardio. He's got incredible grappling and jiu-jitsu. That's why his strong suit. So this guy is super well rounded. Then you got Royval. He's very creative, very like elusive, fluid. He'll like switch stances, throw up high kicks, knees, and he's got a nasty submission game. I can't lie. And they fought in the past, and Pantoja's gone the better of him. But in the flyweight division, these guys just like keep getting better. Like it's probably the most skilled division because they're so small. They have to rely on skill. You're not just gonna get through with just pure strength and brute force. Like Pantoja's at the top because he's very, very skilled, and he's kind of like Davidson Figueiredo, where he's like very well rounded. He's got power that sets him apart from the rest of the competition, and he's got a crazy chin. Like, this guy's durability is incredible. Like, he destroyed Brandon Moreno twice, and then he fought him the third time. It was a war. He was getting clipped left, right, and center, but he was able to hit all of Moreno's shots. Moreno's not the hardest hitter, but he is very fast. And, like, when you go up against someone that fast, especially when you're tired, it's going to be hard not to go down. Like, he even got dropped by, like, the only guy that dropped him was Davidson Figueiredo, but still, that was a tough fight for Figueiredo. It was really close. So Pantoja's got that durability. He's got that heart. And to be honest, I do think that he's gonna win this fight. I think he's gonna win by a fourth round submission. I think he's gonna drop Brandon Royval first, and then like he's gonna not third round, not fourth round. I'm gonna say third round. But yeah, I think he's gonna drop him, and then I think he's gonna grab like his neck, go for a guillotine, and choke him out. I don't think Royval's gonna tap. I think he's gonna try to fight out of it, but I think he's gonna go unconscious. But yeah, and I do think that Royval is actually gonna bring out a good fight out of Pantoja. I think he's gonna try to not get hit, like hit him with some high impact moves like head kicks or knees. But I think Pantoja is gonna be defensively sound to defend those head kicks. I do think that some of those punches are gonna come through, connect. I mean, like, if you look at Brandon Royval's last fight against Mateus Nicolau, he threw a knee, and then I think he followed up with a cross. I think the knee knocked him out, but he threw like a cross afterwards. So he's going to be looking to throw punches off of his kicks or knees, things like that. So I think Pantoja is going to block those, but then I could see him getting clipped with like the follow-up punch. I don't think he's going to get dropped from that, though. I do think that he's going to have more cardio. I feel like Royval might start to gas out a bit, especially with, like, just the energy of the crowd. His first title shot, he could be emotional in there because it's a guy he's already lost to, and getting the title might mean that much to him. And I think all of that's just going to result in him, like, fatiguing faster than Alexandre Pantoja. And Pantoja won 5 rounds at a hard pace with Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno, hands down, has the best cardio at flyweight. Him and Figueiredo were pretty close, but I think he does edge out a bit on Figueiredo because he was a fresher fighter, not having to cut so much weight. But the point is, yeah, Moreno has crazy cardio, and that was not a slow-paced fight either. It was a high-paced war, and there was grappling involved. It wasn't just striking. Pantoja was like almost out-hustling Moreno, by getting takedowns, even though he did look like he was gonna he did look like he was gonna gas out at some points. He didn't. I think he just toughed it out. He had a lot of heart. He showed a lot of heart in his fight. He's got a great story too, and I just think that he has a greater why as well. He's got his family to provide for. He doesn't want to be like his dad was to him, to his kids. He just wants, he seems like a cool, humble guy. Like, he's just going to be in there focused. I'm doing this for my family. And the only thing about Pantoja I could be worried about is he still gonna be that aggressive guy that he was on his run to the title? Because if you guys remember, he was like running through guys. Like he ran through Brandon Royval in the second round. Like he submitted him. Like he just kind of overpowers these flyweights. He did that to Royval. He did that to Alex Perez as well, and he kind of did that with Brandon Moreno. Like, but the thing is, he had that motivation of like chasing his dream and chasing that mountain, and that mountain being the UFC champion. Now that he's already like reached that mountain, has he set more goals for himself? Is he like hungry? Is he more driven? And I think that he will, simply because, like I said, he's a family man. He's like humble. He just wants to get in there and cement his legacy. I don't think he's a guy worried about like money or I probably shouldn't say that, but he's probably not too worried about like the flashy things. I think he's just like just let me just get in there and do my job type of thing. But yeah, like Brandon Royval, like obviously he wants to be a champion, but he just wants it for himself. He doesn't have like external like things in his way. I mean, he could have, but from what I've seen, it doesn't look like that. And yeah, I just think that he's gonna, like I said, fatigue, get dropped in this fight. He does leave himself open. That's why he's been getting dropped a lot. Like he doesn't have the greatest chin in the world, but that doesn't mean you should be getting dropped left, right, and center. You gotta fix your defense, tighten up. But yeah, I just don't see this fight going his way. I think that Pantoja is gonna be too much of a monster in this fight. And I think that after this fight, me personally, I would love to see Pantoja running back with Manel Cap, but the UFC is probably gonna give him like if I think actually no. Regardless, I think they're gonna give him the winner of Moreno and Albazi. I was gonna say only if Albazi wins, but I think that they could still probably like rebuild that fight with Moreno. But I got Pantoja winning.